One thing though that I wish about this is they had more combat than dialogue. I mean, I do get invested in the dialogue a lot, but there's so much, and I kind of want to do more battle than anything. I mean, you know. Oh, what's up, guys?
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
Oh,
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from.
not for long.
Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in Hoarder history.
Not gonna happen.
You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson.
Perfect timing, finally for some combat. Ah,
Gather!
I've been
Let's
waiting
light
for
it.
this.
Into the wind!
I've been
would
waiting,
make-
and it's over.
Aw, there goes all the Mora! We worked hard to steal that, you know?
Oh, that sucks, man.
Come on, boss, think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you.
Yeah, sure, man. I would love to join Treasure Hoarders, man. Forget it. Tell us all you know about the Kurosawa.
Kurosawa? Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
He's no joke. I actually put a lot of energy into these, but it just doesn't look like it because I'm you know, not that experienced. Even though I've done this for like almost
Welcome to
years.
Tsukumomono Groceries.
No, one,
We've got
two.
everything you need. Can I help you find something?
Yes, you can help me find something.
Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about?
IOUs?
Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it. Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Oh, debts. I mean, we kinda rich though. I mean, depends. How much is it?
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think.
Hmm.
Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account.
Oh. Okay.
However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost.
Oh my
so,
god, not this again.
he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
What is an IOUs? I still don't know what it is. I'm kind of slow in the brain.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions.
Oh.
But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the price is increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Damn. Nice guy, man. Wow.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense.
That it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think.
I don't know about that.
Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for. Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy anything.
No, we're rich. We can help.
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree?
Fine.
Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a fair price.
2,000? 2,000? I don't know. 199 where I walk.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
What? My own expense? No way.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was?
Yes, yes, you were. Like it's so incredible to just think about, like, if you strip away or take away their vision, they just become like almost like another person. Like that's just strange. I wonder, like, how would Diluc or Kai or anyone else we got to know, like, on a journey and stuff, but like if they got stripped off their vision, I wonder how they would be. Mind if we have a look?
This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either.
You just forget everything. I just forget everything.
It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever.
So, does these
No
vision
matter
like
how hard I try to remember.
does these visions like store memories too? Like that? I mean, it seems like it, right? So, if you just take away a person's vision, your memory becomes, cut off. Letter
Hey,
says us.
if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you
Oh.
recognize the words?
The words are virtue and justice.
Virtue and justice?
Yep, that's what it says, man.
Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another
Damn.
troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword.
Depends on how much it is. I mean, I don't remember what kind of fund does Toma use? Like, does like all the money he has, or is that from what he has himself that he had earned, or is like a like some sort of money he has because he works for the daughter, whatever the fuck, or whatever the frick. Whatever. It's not really losing
Yeah.
vision.
Seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
We really don't. It's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive.
Mikuyu
This is his
Shisui.
dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako,
Okay.
don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong. But he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though,
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Oh, I have a buddy of mine who can help you. Her name is Hu Dao.
Hey
Flip.
there! Did something happen?
I like
Who
how
are you?
gracious Lumine just walked. She's just, showing off. Just like, look at me, peasants. How magnificent I am.
I don't
Look
care whether you're
upon
trespassers or
the
just
light.
here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately!
Oh man, come on.
Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No, well, draw your blade, please.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
We're here to become disciples.
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us.
Yes, please help us. We need training.
But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
Yeah.
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here.
Is that a problem?
Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert.
Oh, okay.
You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being.
What do you mean by he got possessed, man? What is that? We can wait till he's recovered. I'm not going back until I can call him my sensei.
I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave.
Fair enough.
Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard.
Though
Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away.
Oh, not again.
He hasn't been the same since.
Not again.
He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism.
Electro Archon, do you see this? Do you see the amount of pain you cause these people? The people has visions, huh?
But if I'm honest, I
Unbelievable.
still have my doubts over
Unacceptable.
whether he'll completely recover.
Because not
Seems
weird like
they
that, but
aren't here. Should we keep going further up?
yep. It feels like there's so much dialogue, and like you don't almost not feel like keeping up anymore. Especially when you do let's play like this, it's just a bunch of dialogue, just a bunch of dialogues. Like, you want to see action and stuff like that, but
Is this definitely
there's,
the right place?
there's almost
Let's look
none.
a little further up.
Like I get to fight a few times, like a little bit here and there, and I mean I like this, but for let's play, it's kind of boring. I'ma be real.
Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
Sir? What were you doing? What are we doing?
How did you catch up with me so quickly?
Gramps, listen. I'm in my prime, I mean, look at me.
Are
What?
you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does.
Well, I just assumed that the master's like an old bum too.
Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you?
Excuse me.
And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
So cute.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day. Long before you ever showed up.
Okay, cool. Good for you, man.
I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai? Yes, that's me.
Why did you run?
Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again.
Oh, god damn.
When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together.
Yes.
I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple.
But then he came along and took over the scene, and then everyone started to like him more, and then everyone forgot about me, and then now I'm mad, and
Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world.
that's how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Perfect. You know, you go in there and just be upfront, straightforward, and just pushing in. Just like, yeah, I'm the best, dude. I want to be the best.
Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said
Holy
that coveting the title of the
shoot, that's
best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade.
Man, if we didn't have voiceover, dude, I would have slept. Oh my goodness.
I thought so too at the time. But Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me.
Nope.
Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
How about the Electro Archon?
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make-Yoshi Sui art.
Jealousy, see. I
Of
guess
all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations from me.
Oh,
Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back.
you know, I kind of almost relate in a way, but I didn't run away or anything. I didn't think about it that much, but my pride did hurt a little bit. I remember when I in art class, you know, in 6th grade or stuff like that. I remember I was like the guy who was like, oh my god, he's so good at drawing, you know, and then my friend came along and was like secretly like super good, and I don't know, she just kind of just, I mean, she outclassed me so hard I got clapped back 10 years, man. I felt like, oh shit, man, what have I been missing? What is this?
What?
You're saying he isn't possessed?
Nope.
Does that mean
Never has
he's
been.
just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Well, yes. His vision got taken away, lady.
Nanako,
Ma'am.
please,
I don't know.
try not to get agitated.
Remember, peace of mind.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all
Fair
is
enough.
certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
Lady Yai? The funny thing about the like, it almost sounds like in my language, Yai is like granny. Lady Granny. It sounds weird. I don't
The
know.
head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news. Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
I don't think about that. I think if we give him his vision back, he will be back.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities.
It's not there's no demons inside him,
I am
man.
unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna come there like, oh, let me see. Hup, nope, there's nothing here. He's just cray cray. They're like, no, there's absolutely no way.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting.
To become a
Well,
wanderer.
hope you guys enjoyed the video. I wish you all a nice day, and enjoy your Inazuma, and goodbye.